There we
Merry
go.
Christmas. It is Christmas Eve here in the United States. So we wanted to come on and talk about how to be happy even when someone else wins and you deserved it. So it's kind of a tough, sticky situation, right? Like you feel you deserved it. You're a little bit ripped off. How do you still be happy? Maybe as part of the team, or maybe as part of the job, or maybe in a relationship, maybe with your family. Rita.
Maybe in Christmas, maybe during Christmas, you get a birthday present. You get, oh yeah, let's do that. When you get a birthday present with Christmas together, I feel gypped.
Oh, there
So
you go.
how about like, you're going to open presents with your
Yeah.
family, and someone's going to get something different. Someone's going to buy something for someone else different. The in-laws, the cousins, the nephews. That is where I can see that, like, why did she get this awesome toy and I deserved it? Because in your head, you're saying I cleaned my room. I was a good, I didn't get any coals in my stockings, and she got the Nintendo PS8, whatever.
Or better yet, you spend $50 on a present and they spent 10 on yours. Yeah. So
Mm.
how do you still be happy? We want to be aware of this sensation, like I'm ripped off, so therefore I can't be happy for them. And there's many different circumstances where this happens. And we're Rita Wood and Tammy Magnuson. We do brain training to help reorganize and update your brain so that you can feel happy all the time. Like that's the goal. So you can feel good and happy and peaceful all the time. And if that's your goal, you're our people. Okay.
Right.
So number one, the first thing I want to know is we're feeling ripped off. So where is that ripped off feeling? For you, it might be disgruntled. It might be unimportant. It might be mistreated, something like that. But we're going to say ripped off. Where is that ripped off feeling? Like ripping. Maybe it's in that sound of like, I'm ripped off, or maybe it's this sensation of tension or tightness. Just notice where that feeling is. And then we like to tap. I like to tap on that specific feeling. If it's in my stomach, sometimes I tap my stomach. If it's on my head, sometimes I put little raindrops on my head. I'm just giving my body a different sensation than that ripped off feeling. While I do that, I say, let it go. Let it go. It's not serving me. So we want to know that the rip off feeling, recognize that it's inside of you. Okay. So if it's inside of you that you're having that feeling and it's not benefiting you, then that's how you know you want to let it go. All right. I hope that makes sense, because that was kind
That's
of a big
big.
one for me to get to understand,
Yeah.
like, wait, if it's my thought, it's in my body and it's going to produce pain or agony or defeat.
Or hurt feeling. Yeah, you could
Or
be
hurt.
like really hurt. Like you could be like, oh my gosh, and then not only do we have that feeling, but then we give it language, right?
Right.
And then we give it what's that word where you are not you are not satisfying, you are justifying. You're
Right.
justifying that feeling. Well, that you deserve it, and she didn't do it, and I did it, and I was here for my mother all this years, and
Yes.
she
And
gets
she
her
gets
the Gucci bag. What the hell?
right. And guys, so recognizing that this is beating yourself up. Okay. This is self-abuse. It really is. And I know it might feel like, hold on a second. If I feel good that they're getting what I should have gotten, then I'll never get what I should get. But guess what? You got to be responsible for what you're doing inside of yourself. So after we're aware of that ripped off feeling, we recognize it's inside of us. So we're going to take responsibility for what's going on inside of us. We let it go. And then I want you to go back and remember winning sometime, or remember a gift you got, or remember something that happened that you didn't expect. And you're like, oh, this is so wonderful. Like I didn't expect this. And just remember that really beautiful feeling, because it's happened to you in the past too. And you were so grateful that it happened, that you got some extra special thing and it meant a lot to you, even though you didn't deserve it. Right. So just go back and remember that moment when you got that. And I want you to imagine that you're taking that feeling of like, I got this and I didn't deserve it. Like you were thinking of me. Oh my goodness, you like me that much that you did this especially for me. And I want you to imagine like wrapping it up in a big bow and handing it to the disgruntled you. Hand it to the ripped off part of you. And let her feel that gift of like, oh, when you get something you didn't deserve, you just feel so important. You feel so precious. You feel so included and seen and heard, right? So this is how you're not going to be beating yourself up. You're going to be imagining it as if it's happening to you. And then watch yourself smile. Get that feeling, make it really big. Notice the color of that sensation, that when you got something you didn't deserve, how good it felt. All right. And then I want you to just imagine that how great it is to get something that you didn't deserve. And as you see that they're getting as you see that they are getting something that they didn't deserve, I want you to remember that feeling of what it felt like for you to get something. And that is how you can be happy when somebody else gets something that either you deserved or that they didn't deserve. You're going to do that for yourself.
Right. And that's having an abundance mentality, because you're coming from abundance. That feeling, that sensation of winning is, you have it. You have it inside you. You can call it forth, call it in, bring it up, and sink into those good feelings, right? And then what ends up happening is the brain gets redirected. There's new neural connections that is occurring. That's why this works. This is all part of the brain training. It sounds like we're not doing, but if you follow Tammy's instructions, literally go in, go out, go in, feel good, bring it forth, and make that bigger and brighter, more colorful. Maybe you put music to it. That is how the brain's going to connect that new feeling towards that old feeling or that old sensation. It just gets replaced. So we wish you a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you.
And may you celebrate everybody else, because as you celebrate and as you're happy, you're doing that for yourself. So like this video, pass it on, comment below, tell us how it's working for you, and ask your questions because we'd love to answer them.